Okay class, congratulations na may mga topics na kayo and this is where it starts. Dahil alam na natin kung saan tayo papunta, let's start the journey now. So, how do we do that? With our title, we have to dissect the elements of our title. Kasi, we have to identify the variables, right? If we don't know the variables, we don't know what we're measuring and we don't know what we're trying to create an effect upon. More importantly, hindi natin alam kung para kanino ba yung magiging study natin. So, we have to divide them. Now, this is an example of a study, right? Effect of faculty mentoring on the academic performance and overall satisfaction of freshmen at Systems Plus College. Wow. Obviously, nakikita nyo na color-coded, and if you watch my video on color coding, alam nyo yung mga elements na yun. But for those who didn't, panoorin nyo. Well, let me explain it muna. Okay. In any title, you have to identify what is the independent variable. What are the independent variable? Independent variable are the things, the elements that you control in your study. Sa madaling salita, meron ba o wala. For this case, faculty mentoring, does the presence of having faculty mentoring or no faculty mentoring have an effect on the respondents? And kung may independent variable, may dependent variable din. In this case, academic performance and overall satisfaction. Pag sinabi natin dependent variable, obviously, it's dependent upon the independent variable. Kaya nga dependent eh. And how does it become dependent? Ibig sabihin, kung ang direction, kung ang presence ng isang IV ay nandyan o wala, does it either improve or decrease something? In this case, does having faculty mentorship, okay, have a positive effect or a negative effect? Does having no faculty mentorship have a positive effect or a negative effect on academic performance and overall satisfaction? So, ayun yung DV. Okay? And important na malaman din natin kung para kanino. Kasi pwede tayong maghanap ng ganyang klaseng related literature on just about anything. But if we can narrow it down, in this case, for freshmen, we're no longer looking at teachers, seniors, working students, or whatsoever. Okay? If you try to look for everything, you might not find anything at all. Kung tutusin. Siyempre, lalagay din natin ang location na Systems Plus College Cubao. Now, it may be narrow, too narrow, na mahirapan ka maghanap ng article. So, we're gonna use it in the Philippine context na lang. Okay? From a global to a Philippine context. Pag na-narrow down na natin, doon na natin ipapasok yung halaga ng ating research. Kasi importante na may ambag ang research natin. We try to look at research gaps, areas na wala pang nabibigyan ng studies. We try to look at outdated research that we try to update. And we try to look at wrong research na pwede natin i-correct. So, ito yung magiging case natin. So, do take note of the title. Now, we could search using the traditional way, library style, na alam kong hindi nyo magugustuhan, or using Google Scholars. But fortunately, I would allow you to use AI. Right? Provided that when you use AI, you use it ethically and properly. Now, what is ethically and properly? Number one, it should be real, meaning totoo. Right? And when it's real, not only is it real, it should be primary resource. Okay, primary resource, meaning it's not secondary. Primary is peer-reviewed, ni-review ng mga governing bodies, and is credible, reliable, and valid. Okay? Secondly, you should rewrite it. You should paraphrase it. Don't just simply copy-paste. And besides, AI will not give you that exactly. So, you have to do your job of, bigyan due diligence naman na mag-type din. Gamitin natin mga daliri in typing. Okay? What else? Aside from being real, primary source, that you paraphrased it, that, ano pa ba? That is relevant. Of course, relevant. Or anyway, sample lang po kayo dito. So, we ask AI, please look for this case, sample muna. 10, please look for 10 issues and trends. Now, why issues and trends? I forgot to mention. Because you could look at many other articles, but since we're trying to build the introduction of our study, kailangan mabenta natin bakit importante yung research. And doon po mapasok yung issues na kailangan maging urgent na maresolbahan. trends, ano yung mga possibilities na pwede natin may capitalize. So may practical use agad siya, may practical, important, and urgent use agad yung study natin from the introduction itself, kasi introduction pa lang ito type 10. Okay, from 2020 to 2025. Again, why? Kasi baka yung matagpuan nyo, issues and trends nga, pero 1960, so wala nang pakialam ang mga tao dyan or outdated na. So we try to make the research relatable. And when I say relatable, at the very least from articles 5 years old. That's a standard rule of the APA. Please look for 10 issues and trends from 2020 to 2025. APA 7 style. Okay. Cite the sources. About. Yan yung prompt natin. Very important prompt yan. About faculty mentorship, academic performance, overall satisfaction, freshman students, Philippine context. Right, so yan ang prompt ko. What I like to do is to divide it, kasi kung binigay mo agad yung isang buong paragraph, baka maging convoluted. Mas okay na ganyan, mananarrow down. Mas madadali kang paraphrase, mag-build ng articles. Okay? Alright. Don't forget to say please. Mas masarap kang tulungan pag nagpiplease ka. Alright. Okay. Ito ang lumabas sa akin. Alright. About faculty mentorship. Okay. So far so good. 2020. About academic performance. Overall satisfaction. Wala nga lang Philippine context. O hinalo na nila. Hinalo na nila. Alright. Itong pinakamahalaga na yung mga sinerch nyo, may related link sila na pwede kong balikan, na pwede kong hanapin. Alright. So, for example, ito. Ay, security update. Sige lang, matatagpuan naman sa ano yan, sa Google Scholars. Right. Now that you've searched for these, right, this is what I would want you to do. Oh, lumabas pala. Sorry, lumabas pala. Ito na siya. Akala ko wala eh. Akala ko mapapaya ako sa inyo eh. Yung full article. And of course, kung hindi nyo ma-request yung entire article, which I know naman is very costly, you could still look at the abstract. Okay? The abstract would suffice. Ang akin lang naman is that yung sinite nyo using AI is a real article. Talagang may gumawa. Okay? And it's, of course, if it came from a publishing house, definitely it is a primary source. Now, this would be your job habang di pa tayo nag-meet, kasi mag-meet tayo sa 39th 39th Friday the 39th. I want you to take all the information that you have, 10 credible information that you have, and paraphrase them. Paraphrase yun lang muna. Maybe I will not teach right now how to construct your introduction, pero importante, may bala ka na, may 10 ka ng article, para pag inigay ko na sa inyo yung assignment sa Friday, madali na kayong mag-compose. Okay? So, what do you do? Research. Maghanap ng mga credible information from 2020 to 2025. Of course, going back to the title that you have, divide it. Find articles for your IB, your DB, your context, and your demographics. Collect them and paraphrase them. And once you paraphrase them, okay, send nyo sa akin on a Word document and I will check them. And don't forget to do this. Don't forget to include kung saan nyo hinanap. Kasi hahanapin ko yan. Okay? I think madali na yan. I'm giving you 1 week. Kaya-kaya nyo na yung class. Right? So, good luck sa inyo. And I really hope you enjoy the process of ethical researching using AI. Wow, sarap ng buhay nyo. Kami, wala kami ganyan dati. Bye, class!